So I'm sorry, first of all, hi, everybody. My name is Tracy Neville. If you're on here for the first time, welcome and thank you for joining us. This is the place to be. So I'm glad you're here. We also call it the Tracy Neville Comedy Tour. So again, welcome. Before I get started on our normal exercises, Allison Friedman posted, I believe she talked about it on the Monday night call, and then she posted something in THL the other day, basically auditing your Facebook profile page. So I did that with myself and a couple coaches on my team. So I just wanted to quickly, you don't have to look at it now. I mean, you can if you want to, but I wanted to quickly share some things that she suggested because it's definitely stuff that a lot of us do. And I guess, they're really good at seeing what works and what doesn't work and all that good stuff. So real quick, first thing she said is we no longer recommend using a jot form and or any links in your bio intro area. We believe this may be hurting algorithms. So I looked at probably 10 coaches' pages. Everybody has their jot form like on the left side, like you're about or whatever. So they're saying not to have it there. You can do whatever you want, just a suggestion. They also think, and I think we've talked about this before, that if your profile picture is a side-by-side, like a before and after picture, that they see fewer people accepting their friend requests. So they suggest not having your before and after picture as a profile pic. But then some people said what they'll do is they'll put it up just for the last couple days of the month, because hopefully you're trying to, crush it and acquire clients at that time. We tested this one time, remember, Assistant Ursula? We would just change it while we were setting out friend requests. That way, when somebody sees your request, they don't see the before and after, and then leave it, I don't know, for like a day or something. So whatever you want to do. And then a couple other things that are important settings. Make sure all of your posts are set to public. Sometimes we don't realize. Your friends list set to private. All of your comments set to public, stories set to public. And I'm just reading this, this isn't me saying this. Turn professional mode off. We have found this hurts our algorithms after time. Okay, so just some things that they suggested. So if anybody has any questions or needs me to repeat any of those, let me know. But it's in THL just maybe yesterday or the day before. So it's kind of near the top and you can find it. And there's some other stuff in there too. So
how can you tell, Tracy, how can you tell if your account is set to professional? Any idea?
Well, did you ever set it to professional?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Okay, then it's probably not. But I believe you show up as a what's the word?
It's a creator editor or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, a digital profiler?
Yes.
Digital profile.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah.
Well,
But I
gotcha.
mean, who knows? Again, Mark Zuckerberg. If you're new, this is your first time, we have a list of questions that we're asking Mark Zuckerberg when I meet him. So that's one of them. Feel free to let me know if you have anything you'd like me to ask him. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do, which was super fun last week, there is a section on your Facebook page that will show you all of your unanswered sent friend requests. So if we're on here the past, I guess 2 weeks, we've done it now. Go ahead and start deleting those. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I will explain. So you send out friend requests and then not everybody accepts your friend request. So we're thinking that perhaps having all of these unanswered ones is kind of clogging the pipelines, if you will. So I have a Google Pixel. So if you have an iPhone, I think I can do both at the same time. On my phone, my menu button is at the top. So you iPhones, it's at the bottom. You see your profile picture and then 3 lines that I like to call the cheeseburger. So it's either at the top or the bottom. So touch on that. Then you should see the word friends about halfway down. Touch on that. Then you touch on see all. If somebody's, I'm going to do this 100 times, so don't worry if you don't see it. And then you'll see the 3 dots, touch on that. And then for me, when I touch on that, the words view sent requests pops up. Does everybody, were you able to get there? If anybody could not, let me know and I'll say the instructions again. So
Run
click
through it
on,
one more time, if you could. I lost you along the way. Run through it one more time. Thank
Okay.
you.
okay, so if you got there, yes, of course, I'll go back in a second. If you got there, you will see, like right now, I have 88 sent requests. If you've never cleared this out, you're gonna have 8 gazillion. And then you see all the profile pictures, and then you see how many days or weeks or years possibly ago you sent it. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna hit cancel, 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 and get rid of them. If there's someone that you really do want to be friends with for whatever reason, cancel it and then immediately send it again. And then hopefully that way, you know, they'll see it in the top of their notifications. So go ahead and start clicking. So whoever just asked me to explain it again. Do you have an iPhone or an Android?
I'm on an iPhone.
Okay. So do you see your menu button at the bottom?
Yep.
Okay, touch on that. And then tell me what you see.
A big menu, groups, reels, memories, feeds, friends.
Okay, touch on friends.
Okay. Suggestions, your friends, find friends.
Do you see the word see all in blue?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, touch that.
Okay.
And then on mine, it's at the top, the 3 dots. I'm not
Okay.
sure. Do you see those?
Yep.
Okay, touch on that.
Yep.
Then
Ooh.
you got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So how
Thank
old
you.
how old is the one at the top? Your friend request sent.
Well, 3 days.
Oh, okay. So maybe it goes the other way. Okay.
Yeah, mine's the
Okay.
opposite.
Yeah. How many sent friend requests do you have?
943. It only lets me have 1,000, right? So I've got to delete them.
Yeah. So just
Yep.
delete,
Okay.
delete, delete. And like
Thank
I
you.
said, anybody else?
So
Still stuck?
I'm Tracy, I'm getting, when I do that, I'm getting the people that are friend requesting me. Not
Okay,
the other way around, is that
Okay.
right?
Let's
She has to hit dot.
yeah.
Oh,
hit the-
okay.
Yeah,
okay,
thank
gotcha.
you. That's my assistant.
Okay, I got it. I'm
Okay,
sorry,
great.
got it.
Okay. So we're constantly going to be looking at the profile pics if you can, and making sure you don't see any before and after pictures, because you don't want to friend other coaches, and that they sneak in, you know, through no one's fault really, but all the time.
So the ones that we're deleting are the ones, what are we deleting?
All of them. You're just going to cancel,
Okay.
cancel.
Even if we sent them a day ago?
No, I'm so sorry. Thank you, Mary Ellen. No. I delete the ones that are at least a week old or older. I'm sorry. Thank you. Yeah, no, not today. No, 3 years ago. Yes. Because I think if somebody hasn't seen it in a week, they're not as obsessed with their phones as we are. So Trish, what is yours saying?
So when I get to those 3 dots, I'm getting this. I'm getting this little cat. And it says my friend requests aren't coming up, and I know I have like 900 and something friend requests. I'm just
Okay.
getting this
So
cat
why don't
thing.
you back out and start over? Maybe.
No, I did. Every time you redid it with everybody, I'm getting the same stupid thing. I don't know why I can't find it. Friends, y'all, and then the 3 dots. Oh, Wait a then minute. it Friends, used requests. It happened. It worked. Got it.
Okay,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Just like my IT department says, turn it off and turn it back on, and then it'll work. So a lot of you probably have a lot to delete, so we'll just delete these for, let's give it like 5 minutes. You can go pretty fast. If you finish, I don't know, say that you're finished or something, so we're not all sitting here finished, and although I think it'll take a little bit.
Tracy, are we canceling it and then going back in and requesting it again if it's a really old one?
The only time I would suggest requesting it again is if it's somebody that you really do want to be friends with
Okay,
for whatever reason.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So this is, gosh, Tracy, how many years have I been coaching? I didn't know that this was possible, but the reason that we are getting rid of them, we think it's blocking. What is it blocking?
We think it's clogging the pipeline, that it's just too much stuff sitting there. So,
Yeah,
and who knows, again, Mr. Zuckerberg, we're trying to, get around or have the algorithms work in our favor.
yeah. I don't know about you, but it gives me the same high, like popping the bubble wrap in a box right now. That's what it feels like to me. It's very,
Yeah. And I go, you don't want to be my friend? Well, then I am canceling you. Yeah. Yeah. Erin, do you have a question, or are you just saying you're finished?
No, no, no. I was just going to say that I got a notification from Facebook that said once I hit like 999, it would not allow me to send any more friend requests.
Thank you, Erin. There you go. There's your answer. There you go. So if you had 999, nobody can accept any friend requests you've sent. Oh, this is going to be fantastic. Hi, honey. Hi. Say hi to everybody. Okay. Hi, baby. A couple people just came in, so we are deleting unanswered sent friend requests. If you're not sure how to do that, let me know and I'll explain it again. But we're going to do it for like 3 or 4 more minutes.
Tracy, I'm sorry I was late. I was on a check-in call that went over.
Don't apologize.
Did you do the adding friends yet? Or you're
No.
just okay.
No. No, we did not, because I was reading some stuff that was posted the other day about suggestions of things on your Facebook page to have and not have. So we started with that. So no, so you're not.
Okay. So a strategy of deleting the people who didn't take my friend request. When you get to the friending, you know how we started doing it through the likes when you're in somebody's. If you go into the comments and you press their likes, you have like 175 likes, and it shows you how many mutual friends you have.
Right.
It also shows if you've sent a friend request to somebody who's there, and I unfriend anybody that I sent it to previously, so that like right in the moment, if they didn't accept me from some other time that I did it and I see them again, I'm just unfriending, unrequesting at that time. So it's minimize having to do this exercise as much.
Great. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, great.
Yeah, so I'm trimming as I go. I'm like adding and trimming at the same time.
That's our next exercise. So, okay. Yeah, so maybe, okay, so when we get there, when I see, okay, yes, thank you.
And I wanted to thank you tonight because in March, I've added 5 times the amount of friends that I've added in almost 3 years, in 2.5 years.
Yay.
Yay. Yay. So, yeah.
My pleasure. That makes me very happy to hear that. Okay, we just broke the record of number of participants on Power Hour. Yay.
Yay. Now we can celebrate. More fun in happy hour.
Right. Okay, so let's do that for 1 more minute. A bunch of you have said a couple people said they're finished. And you can, if at any time, when I've moved on to the next exercise, if you want to stay where you are and keep doing what you're doing, knock yourself out. You can, whatever you're comfy doing. I get nothing done because I'm talking the whole time. That's right. And it's interesting because I've been doing this literally daily, deleting these. But like, I just deleted 10 that said they were sent 4 weeks ago. But I deleted everything older than a week yesterday. So that's interesting.
That I've actually just noticed the same thing.
So what was happening, and I saw it too, when I got all the way to the bottom, it wouldn't scroll anymore. I went back out, went back in, and more showed up. So I'm
Somebody
wondering if
just
there's only
said that,
so
yeah.
many that can be seen at
Yeah,
one
that must be,
time.
that would
So
explain
you
it.
got to go back out. You just have to go back one. You don't have to go all the way back out, and then just re-click on those 3 dots
Okay.
and then go back in, and it'll pull more in.
Okay, yeah, I guess it's not gonna list 999, but okay, awesome. Okay, so get to a good stopping point, please. And now that we deleted all those scrubs who don't want to be our friends, we are going to ask some more people to be our friend.
So do the same people not pop back up?
You mean if you go out and go back in?
Yeah, well, like, okay. So like Facebook does suggested friends somewhat connected to how many mutual friends you have. I mean, I don't know
Right.
all their how their algorithms work, but won't these same people show up again as suggested friends?
I don't know, probably.
Yeah.
They
Probably.
probably will, but if you send them a request at a different time, like, so I do it where I will cancel and then I do add some of them. I resend a request out. I do that a lot, and that's helped me grow my friend request within the last month or so. I know it's helped me grow mine. So I think that sometimes, again, people just aren't seeing them. Maybe they see it at a different time, maybe they're a different space in their life, you know, a whole bunch of different things, but it's just unclogging it, you know, too.
Yeah. But it very well, Cindy, I mean, who knows? They probably are the same people popping back up.
I think Tom said that it did pop up last week when he did it.
Yes, you're right. He did. He did. He said that right away. He immediately saw in suggested friends somebody he had deleted. Right. Okay. So the newer, not really new anymore, but the newish way that we've been sending friend requests is go to your, not your page, but just Facebook itself, and pick just anybody's post. Underneath their post where you see how many people liked the post. So right underneath the post, excuse me, or the picture, it'll say, you know, you'll see the heart and the thumbs up or whatever emojis, and then it'll say 119, like it'll say the number next to it. So pick one that has a significant number, like a high number. Touch on that. You're going to see it again at the top. Touch on it again. I'm sorry, I do this every week. Back up. Like and comment on the post first. That seems to be key. Like, comment, and then do what I just said. So then it's going to give you the list of all the people that liked that person's post. And this is where, so like, you'll see in blue, add friend. You'll be able to add more friends this way. Although some people got blocked and still aren't unblocked. I can't explain that. I think she's on here. So I'm just clicking add friend, add friend, add friend, add friend. If you're already friends with the person, it'll say the word mention next to it. That means you're already friends with that person. And then I think what Beth was saying is if you've sent a request that they have not accepted, does it say sent? Or what does it say, Beth? You're muted, sweetie. Unmute yourself, Beth.
Yeah, so it says you know, request sent, or it says something,
Request
and
sent,
then you
okay.
can undo it.
And then immediately redo it.
Right,
If you want.
I just
If you want.
undo it and move on.
Yeah, yeah, correct. So does everybody understand what I'm talking about, where you're sending these from, or would you like me to go back and explain it one more time?
So
One more
are-
time.
like what would you consider somebody with a lot of likes? Like what?
I do like at least, well, it depends. You might not be able to. I just got lucky in my first one I saw was 119 likes.
Okay.
Wait,
I
but
wouldn't-
where are you looking?
Where am I looking to see that? Okay, so just
No,
go.
where
on-
are you? Start over again.
Okay, okay. You don't want to be on your profile. You just want to be on the Facebook feed. Just start scrolling slowly and look underneath posts. And you see how many people liked the post. Okay, so we're looking for a significant number of likes. So pick one. Like if it has 2 likes, don't waste your time. So like, here's one that's 20. 20 is not bad, but you know. So when did you find one, Shelley, you want to use? Okay, so touch on where it says how many. Okay, look, I got another one that's 120. So then you'll see it again at the top, the emojis with the number, touch there, and then bam. So then you're just gonna hit, you're just gonna go crazy hitting the add friend, add friend, add friend, add friend, add friend, add friend. I haven't been blocked recently, and I was never blocked like for an indefinite period of time. Well, maybe just like, I don't know, a half an hour. Like it would say, do you really know this person? That little blurb.
So when you're going through, do you reserve it for people who you have 10 or more mutual friends?
When I remember, yes. Yes,
So
thank
let
you,
me
Beth.
make sure I'm understanding. So you're saying you're just going through and adding your friends of you're adding all of the friends of your friend who had all these comments or all these likes.
Correct.
But only if they have a certain amount of mutual friends.
Right, thank you. Thank you. You're all assistants to my assistant.
So like I'm clicking on that, like here's 154 mutual friends. I'm clicking on it to make sure there's no health coaches there.
Correct.
Him as a friend.
Right. So
Okay.
again, you're always looking for that before and after picture, which I just told you all to change, but yeah. So, and thank you. The more mutual friends you have, I believe the more likely they are to accept your request. Because like, I don't accept friend requests from people who I have no mutual friends with. And sometimes I'm like, well, what if it's somebody that saw my stuff and they're interested in program? Well, then they're going to tell me like and when I look at their page and they're, you know, the widowed surgeon in the military in another country who asks me, where are you from? How's the weather over there? We don't need to be friends with those people. So yes, the more mutual friends, the better. So we'll do that just for a couple more minutes. Speaking of friends, when you get to a point where you can look and see how many friends you have today and jot that number down somewhere or screenshot it or write it down or put it in your notes, whatever works for you. And then set a goal for yourself of how many friends you want to add by our next power hour next Thursday. That number is up to you. Obviously, the more, the better. Also aim high, as I always say, because as we just saw, not everybody you send a friend request to is going to accept it. So if you want to add 100 friends, I would send 300 friend requests. I'm just making up those numbers, don't panic. And then a lot of you in my organization, more so for the newer coaches, but I know some of you do it regularly, drop in your team message how many friends you have on a certain day of the week. And then that kind of like reminds you, and then, you know, update it once a week or whatever, so you can see how you've grown or how many people you've added. So go ahead and when you get to a good stopping point, back out and we'll move on. Does anybody have any other questions about that? Okay. So, in keeping with the friends theme, it's great when we add friends, but adding them alone isn't enough. So what we want to do is connect with those people and hopefully get some conversations going that will bring them to your page. So we're now going to start actually on your profile. Oh my God, I haven't done this in so long, I forget. Hold on. Okay, sorry. Okay, scroll down to where it says friends and how many friends you have. Touch on that. And then at the top, hopefully you see the words all and recent. Does everybody see the word recent? So those are the recent friends. So I'm going to touch on the word recent, and then they're all going to be listed there. So I'm going to go one by one. 2 ways you can do this. I believe they both work, and I hear people suggest both. The first one is, you know, what we used to do is, you know, touch on their name and it'll bring you to their page. I like and comment on their profile picture. And then that way they're going to see that when you, it's not enough to just like it. You also want to put a comment like great picture or whatever. If you can pose a question, that's fantastic, because hopefully that'll start, you know, a conversation. Like if it's a picture, I don't like of the beach, the example I always use. Beautiful picture. Where was this? Or if it's of their kids, your kids are adorable. How old are they? Or something, a question. And I lied, there's not, well, no, let me rewind. Okay, so you can do that. And then I just keep going. What you can also do is quickly scroll and comment on one of their posts. Yet another time that we're making sure that we did not accidentally, goodbye Van Tassels, that we did not accidentally friend another coach. So you can, if you see that, and if you so choose, you can then delete this person. So does everybody see the recently added friends? Okay. Well, that was interesting. Somebody just said they had to go and then another person came on, so perfect. And I've already, the name escaped me. Whoever just came on, I want to tell you what we're doing. Who just entered? I know I just let somebody. Okay.
I did.
Okay. Hi, Teresa.
Hi.
Okay. So to tell you what we're doing, because you're going to be like,
Yes.
why are they sitting here in silence? We
Thank you.
are reaching out and communicating and connecting with our recently added friends. So we know it's great to add friends, but that's not enough. We want to get them to our pages. So if you go to your profile and then where you see the number of friends you have,
Yes.
touch on that. And at the top, you should see the word recent.
Your friends. I do sort newest first.
No. So you just wanted to, did you touch on where it said friends and then how many you have?
So on this one, this page?
Push it closer. I can't see it. Other way. No. Well, I don't know. It might be on there, but that's not where I'm coming from. I'm sorry. So go back to your profile.
There?
Yes, ma'am. And
Okay,
then scroll down just a little bit where it says how many friends you have.
yes.
Touch on that.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Okay,
Great. Okay. It very well could be in another place. So I apologize if it is. So
Okay.
touch on recent,
got it.
and then there's your recently new friends. So I'm just going to go one by one. I'm going to touch on the first one. I'm going to like and comment on the profile pic.
Okay,
And then I'm going to back out and keep going. You can also, if you don't want to just, because sometimes they're weird profile pictures that you really can't, like, what am I going to say about this? This is a stupid picture. So then you can scroll a little bit and like and comment on one of their posts.
okay. So you don't take it to PM? You just like and comment?
If you want to, knock yourself out. Yep, you sure
Okay.
can. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I would
So-
do it on there. And if you also want to send them a message, I would do both.
Okay,
But
Okay.
absolutely.
thank you.
Sure.
So it's almost like we're A to Z commenting on the new friends, sort of. Okay, on their profile picture.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yes. Correct. And again, if any coaches accidentally slip through the cracks, they're gone. Day before yesterday, I think it was, I did a Facebook Live saying that it was like half true, half not true, but it was engaging. Saying that I was thinking about moving out of state. I just felt this urge to move, and had anybody else ever just picked up and moved, and give me your advice. What do you suggest? Where did you go? Whatever. So probably within maybe like 2 hours, because I did it on my way to work. And in about 2 hours, this guy messages me. I live in Maryland, by the way. This guy messages me and says, come to Virginia. And I was like, it's not really that far away. Why am I going to move? I mean, I can be in Virginia in 20 minutes, but I was like, and so I said something like, well, I live in Maryland. I was thinking further. And then he comments, you would look great in my arms in Virginia. And then I was like, so I back out, I look at his profile. Sure, he's a lovely person, but he's not my type. So then I said something like, well, wasn't really soliciting dates, but whatever. And then he called me a very, very, very nasty name, which I will not repeat since I'm recording right now. I will tell you at the after party. And then I was like, wow. So I said, I will put you on my prayer list. And then he said something another nasty thing, and then I blocked him. So that was the fun for the day. Come to Virginia. No, I don't think so. Okay, so let's keep doing this for like one more minute. Okay, so it's 8:40. So when you get to a good stopping point, go ahead and stop. So we'll do two more things for 10 minutes each. And 10 minutes isn't really a long time, but. So we have two things left. Thank the likes and A to Z commenting. This is all really the same thing, right? It's kind of like Mexican food. Like every Mexican dish is the same thing, like all of them. Should I get a burrito? Should I get it? No, it's all the same. It's the all same 5 ingredients. Call it what you want. It's all the same. So that's kind of what we're doing. So yes, Ashley just said our organization says not to ever say Optavia, but then it says to make sure you put it in your profile. That is correct. I cannot explain that. We just accept it. Yeah, I don't know, Ashley, but that's one of the things actually in what I was talking about, the auditing your Facebook page, making sure that you have that listed in your jobs. Okay, so let's thank the likes, because that's one of my faves. So when you go to your page, your profile, so when you put up a post, you will get comments, hopefully, but then you also get the likes, and a lot of people will like and not necessarily comment. If you know what I'm going to say, go ahead and start in the interest of time. So, but if you look underneath every post, well, if people liked it, you'll see the emojis again and the number of likes. So we're missing out on that, connecting with that whole audience of people who liked but did not comment. So if you touch on the emojis with the number, same thing again, it's going to be at the top. Hit it again. So there's people who liked your post but they could like and comment, but they probably didn't comment. So I'm going to do two things to all of these people. I'm going to go to their page and comment on one of their posts, like and comment on one of their posts. And I'm also going to, in Messenger, say, hey, Beth, thanks so much for liking my post. Depending on what the post was, then fill in the blanks. Like you could say, thanks for liking my posts. I hope you're having a great day. What's new in your world, or something like that. Again, trying to pose a question to start a conversation. It does not have to be a program related post. It can be. And I kind of go back and forth, but it can be anything. Because again, building relationships and getting people to your page. So I kind of go in between program related, non-program related. I used to say, thanks for liking my post. I love this program. If you or anyone you know is looking to get healthy, I would love to help them. Crickets. But if I say, my God, your dog's so cute. What kind of dog is that? We're going to be talking for 10 minutes. So, you don't have to say, if they flat out ask you, great. And then I try to slide it in, like if you do end up going back and forth and, how are you? Great. How are you? What's new in your world? Oh, I'm dog sitting. What's new in your world? Oh, I'm so busy at work. Yeah, I'm really busy with my coaching business. And then and they go, oh, what do you mean? Hopefully. So again, you don't want to miss out on the people who liked but did not actually comment. Anybody have a question or not understand where I'm talking about? Such good students tonight. Okay, so we'll do that for 5 minutes and then we'll 5 more, and then we'll do A to Z commenting. Does anybody else not friend people whose profile picture is taken in their bathroom? Just curious, because I don't. Guys, girls, I don't think anything of it. Guys, no. If you are watching this recording and you're wondering why you're hearing nothing, because we're working on thanking the likes. If you, when you're doing this, if you've taken it to Messenger and the person immediately responds, I would suggest just keep working, you know, so you're not losing time, and then, you know, go back later and continue the conversation with that person. Okay, so Kathy just asked, where in THL? Okay, so it's the THL. Okay, I will show you. So Kathy, who's your IPD? You're muted. Sorry.
Hi, plus I have a rough voice this evening.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's Susie Heyman.
Okay, so it's not in the one. I'm glad I asked you that. So there's two. It's Team Healthy Living where it says Susie is your IPD. It's not there. Or I don't know, maybe it's there too. It's in the other one that the little graphic is purple that says THL, Team Healthy Living Coach Support.
Okay.
It's there and it's not that far down because she just,
So it's kind of recent.
yes, I'm gonna find it and I'll tell you. I don't think I can tag you if we're not friends. Okay.
Yeah.
It was 2 days ago.
Oh, okay.
Allison Seltzer Friedman and her profile picture, it's her in a kayak.
Oh,
Do you see it? It's a
honestly,
social media audit.
I
Yeah.
saw that. I saw her and I.
Oh, you can, yeah,
All right. Thank you.
sure. Okay, so. Bye, Aaron. Okay, so let's pause for a second and go on to the next. We're almost finished, people. While you're backing out and getting ready for the A to Z commenting, obviously the more you do this, the more you're going to grow. I'm not your mother. My kids don't listen to me either. So I strongly suggest that you do it every day, every single day. And we're saying power hour. It does not have to be 60 straight minutes. If you need to, you can break it up. You can, every morning when you wake up, grab your phone, although the professionals don't suggest that. Grab your phone and send a bunch of friend requests. And then, like I do it, like if I'm waiting in line at the grocery store, if you're picking up a kid and you're in carpool line, if you're watching soccer practice from the car, you can do it there. I can practically do it in my sleep, as most of you probably can. You can do it while you're watching TV. I've really been trying, and it's hard, I won't lie, it's exhausting, but I've been trying to do literally as much as I can every day. Because 1 hour a day is great. I'm not saying that's not enough, but if you can do more, do more. Because and the consistency is the key. If you miss a day, then you're behind. But don't beat yourself up if you miss it. Just keep going. Okay. So let's end by doing our A to Z commenting. If you need to drop off at 9, feel free. Thanks for being on. If you want to stay on, and I'll stop recording at 9 o'clock. And then we talk about other stuff. Okay, so does anybody need me to explain A to Z commenting or need a refresher? Nope, everyone's amazing. Oh, bye, Jess. Do you want to say hi? Come here. Hi, honey. Hi. Hi. The camera's too high. They can't see you. Okay, somebody wants a refresher. Okay.
Tracy, I have to pop off, but I want to tell you, you are amazing. This was a great.
Oh, thank you.
I'll be here every week. I appreciate you so much. Thanks for pouring into us.
My pleasure. Have a good night. Bye, Kim. Kim's hanging up. Okay. So refresher, A to Z. Go to your friends list. Stop me if I'm going too fast. When you touch on, friends and the number, ta-da, they're your friends in alphabetical order by first name. Bye, Michael. Thanks for joining. I'm going to just start at the top, or, if you're doing this consistently and you remember where you left off the last time, obviously A to Z, the goal is to start with the A's and get to the end of the alphabet. So if it's the first time you're doing it, you're going to just touch the first person. I do the same thing, like, comment on their profile picture. It doesn't matter if you've done it before. I mean, if you did it like 3 days ago, it looks weird, but so then maybe scroll down to comment on one of their posts, like and comment on a post. If you want to move it to Messenger, go ahead. Okay, so Ashley just asked, what if somebody hasn't posted in a really long time? Do you skip them? It depends on my mood. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Just because someone isn't posting doesn't mean they're not scrolling and watching other people. So why not take the like 3 or 4 seconds and go ahead? If they don't see it, whatever, they don't see it. No big deal. Or you can skip it. Totally up to you. You can unfriend them if you want to. And I said this last week, so it's been 2 weeks now. I did a call with Susie, like a bye Trish, you're so welcome. You know, deep dive into your business. And I was like, look, I do all the things, and it's crickets in my business, crickets. We'll talk about that at 9 o'clock. And she was like, and she said it on the Monday night call, the A to Z commenting is where it's at these days. That seems to be where people are getting the most, you know, feedback, bang for your buck, whatever you want to call it. So if you want to just spend an hour A to Z commenting, I don't think that would be the worst idea. I'm sorry, I got off track. Was that enough of a refresher that you know what I'm talking about? You're welcome, Amy. So I would like to, as we're wrapping up, I would like to ask everyone next week, bring a friend. Let's have 60 people last next week. Bring a friend, bring your whole team. Tell everybody.
Yep. I invite my team every time.
Are they here?
No. I still invite. I will
Yeah.
always invite.
Yeah. If you ever, I do a new, like a Canva graphic every week. So if you ever want me to send it to you, so you know, I mean, you can obviously copy it when you see it. But some people were like, can you send me the graphic? And then they send it like to people. So I'm happy to do that. Brenda says, yeah, Brenda, you got to remind me. I try to do it. I try to do it on Tuesday because I don't want to. Bye, Shelly. You're fun too. I try to do it on Tuesday because I don't want to like try to. I was just going to say something inappropriate. Block the Monday night call reminders. So, and then some people like they're focused on Monday night. So I kind of wait till Tuesday to post it. You know what? I'm just going to stop recording. So,
Thank you, Tracy. I have to hop off on another Zoom.
okay. You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Thank you.
Bye. Feel better, Kathy.
Thank you.
If I can find it. Here we go. Stop recording.